Super effective.
Super effective. Super effective.
Super effective podcast.
Boner. This is normal voice.
Yeah, you know, I know about boners too. I get plenty. I'm not ashamed of it.
No, loud and proud.
What should we open with?
I don't know. I've been so busy, I haven't thought of anything.
Well, did you guys hear the news story about the autistic 13-year-old who was suspended indefinitely for drawing a picture of a bomb?
What?
No.
Suspended indefinitely?
Yeah. His favorite game is Bomberman, so he drew a picture of a black round bomb,
Oh my god.
and he brought it to school.
Good thing you didn't draw a Zelda bomb because that has a skull on it. He'd be fucked. That'd be like double whammy. That'd be jail time.
These gamers, man. These terrorists in training.
My buddy played Grand Theft Auto.
I bet yeah.
That's where he learned it from.
It's the media. It's pushing all this violence on us.
Dude, sometimes they really do. I think it's almost like a cop out half the time. They're trying to they're so jumpy. The gamers are so jumpy to say that they're blaming us, but sometimes they really do. The League of Legends guy who said he's gonna kill someone over Facebook. It's so what? It originated on League of Legends. It had nothing to do with League of Legends. It had something to do with a chat system, but
Yeah.
yeah. Oh well. Grand Theft Auto definitely does get blamed a lot, though. That and Mortal Kombat's the reason why we have a rating system.
Right.
Not that video games, they really did need one anyways, but Hillary and some other dude back in the 90s went after him for Mortal Kombat when they tore the backbone out of someone.
Yes.
Yeah. I guess, I wonder if video games had ratings in other countries before that.
I don't know.
Or if America invented rating systems, parental control.
It seems the further away from America you get, the less shits are given about general everyday life.
Well, dude, China's
things.
crazy. World of Warcraft.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Warcraft, there'll be piles of skulls, and in China they turn them into piles of rocks. All the undead, undead is a race you can play. They have to be fully skinned. You can't see one bone. It's weird. But yeah,
Gotcha.
Well, at least we're better than China.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
Woo, go America.
I always hate that when you you list all the countries and all their laws and what they care about. It's everybody in Europe is always better than all the way down the list, and it's Turkestan, China, America. It's how come we're not up there with the other guys?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Isn't that weird though? Most digital media have a censorship, but all music has is this just a one warning, explicit content. Other than that, it's not rated.
Yeah, and I don't think books have ratings, do they?
You're right.
Movies have ratings.
Is it just movies and video games now that I think about it? And halfway for music? I can't think of anything else that does now.
Yeah.
But really, what other digital media is there?
I don't know.
Good thing podcasts aren't rated because we'd have some pretty dark ratings.
Oh, dude, they blacklist us.
They have, if you put it on iTunes, you can put a explicit tag on there. But you are in control of that, nobody else
Yeah.
puts it on.
Just
at
if
all.
you feel like it. We're
Yeah.
provocative. This makes us look dangerous.
You'll get less little kid audience and maybe more, I don't know, edgy teenager audience.
Possibly. I don't know. They just have to take a look at me in my diaper outfit or my baby outfit and scare off the little kids anyways.
Yeah, I wonder how offensive your image can be.
I don't know. Facebook's pretty loose on that one. I found that out.
True that.
Ian, you're not drunk enough yet.
Dude, I know. I'm the one who feels not drunk enough.
Yeah, I was thinking about, because I was trying to think of funny things all day, and I was having a really hard time coming up with any. So I was thinking about just eating a bunch of candy, and I'm hopefully something will come out.
All right, so I got one. If you guys are going to give somebody advice about how to pick up women, what's the worst possible advice you think you can give?
All right, yeah, let's do dating advice.
Dating advice.
I would say the best possible advice for men is really just focus on your own butt.
But, yeah.
Of course.
It's all about the butt.
The butt. The ladies, I mean, men, obviously, we look at the breasts and the butt. The ladies, they look straight to the butt. Because, number one, that's where a man keeps his wallet. And they want a man with a fat wallet because
That's true. Like,
they're all gold diggers.
chicks stuff their bra. Do we stuff our wallets?
I stuffed my penis.
Yeah.
But they don't care about that. They just want the money.
Just get some cow's blood and put that in there before you go on a date.
God.
Actually, I actually don't stuff my penis. I just let myself get minimum 13 boners a day. And yeah.
Now, when you say stuff your butt, do you mean
Oh yeah, that sounds kind of gay now that I think about it.
women are into that?
We're mature here, Mike. We don't think towards such juvenile things.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Men are into lesbians.
It's true.
If I was going to give somebody advice on how to pick up women, I would say play as many mind games as possible. Like, although you're a piece of shit on the inside, just act like you don't even give a fuck about them. Like, they're the piece of shit.
Yeah, just lie.
Berate them, lie about what you do, lie about your income. You'll get fucked. It's all it's all about. So
Yeah. Just imagine a person who you think is cool, and even if, just make yourself that. Even if you're not even close to it, just make up a ton of lies.
No, it really makes them jealous. Cheating on them.
Yeah.
Oh.
They will not be, you'll have to beat them off with a stick.
I've seen so many girls commit right after they were just found out that they were cheated on. So
Because they think in
You're
their
cheating on me?
mind,
That's
they're
weird.
like, this guy, he can get women. I better grab him. Like, he is desirable. It's a primal instinct.
Yeah.
competition's a bitch.
Yeah. And speaking of competition, where to pick up ladies?
Gay
Just
bar.
look- yeah. Gay bar, number one.
That's the best place.
That's where the
Oh.
ladies go. They want to see
The guards are
dudes,
down.
they want to see dudes macking on each other.
Yeah.
But if you can't get to a gay bar or you've already, flushed that out, tapped that out, just look at who your friends are dating.
And become their friends, right?
Yeah.
The good old
You
John
already have
Bender
an in.
approach.
You
Yeah.
already have an in.
Yeah.
So
Because if they're your friend, they probably have similar tastes as you. Let them do the work, go out, find a girlfriend. And then when the time is right, just kind of swoop in.
Unless you're
there.
hardcore, then let your brother get a girlfriend.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
blood,
Better.
No one will see it coming. Just sweep them out from under their feet, and no one.
Yeah, especially if it's a younger brother. You always
Yeah.
want to get those young chicks.
Plus, you're you're never gonna see your brother again. So
No. He's a bro. I mean, bros, they understand.
exactly.
Family's tight. He'll
Yeah.
forgive you.
Me and my brother share stuff all the time. Why not women?
That's a lesson that you're taught since a very young age.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the older brother, so I'm not gonna take the sloppy seconds. He can have them, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's just the privilege of being born first.
exactly. That's just how it goes. That's what makes the world go around.
Get their women. What about dating ideas? Where do you take a girl on a first date?
that's a good question. Anywhere where there's a lot of her friends,
Yeah.
but
Definitely. Maybe her sorority.
okay, here's the thing that pisses me off though is
Gay
that
bar.
sometimes when I say to a girl, "Hey, I want to hang out with you around your friends," they're like, "All right, well, I work out with my friends at the gym like every other week." Okay, and I go there, and they're not wearing hardly any clothes. None of them.
These girls these days.
See, I'm the exact opposite way. I like to take them out to a nice picnic out in the middle of nowhere, usually about 11, 12 o'clock at night.
It's romantic.
Yeah, nice and dark and secluded. I also like to not tell them where I'm taking them and make it a really windy road to the point where they're lost.
Yeah. We'll get a van if you can, because
Yeah.
we got those bucket seats so they don't get car sick.
Yeah.
And no windows, so, it's like a surprise where they're going.
Exactly. Sweet, bring some candy just in case she has a
Get
sweet
a couple
tooth.
prepaid credit cards on your way over to pick her up and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and make sure you have some chloroform in the car in case she gets a little too excited on your first date.
Yeah.
But fucking seriously, guys, girls at the gym don't wear clothes, and that fucking pisses me off.
Why? Why does that make you mad?
I don't want to see girls flashing this and that, I just want to, unless it's my girl, then I would show everybody that.
Exactly, that. See, that's I love I take a girl to the bar and I'm angry she's not wearing clothes. This is the gym times 2.
Yeah.
She should be naked. Grow some balls.
Indeed.
Not literally, because
If
you're gonna be
only.
naked at the bar. So
No, not literally.
don't literally squeeze some balls out of I don't know what you got up there, but don't squeeze balls out of them.
To each his own.
Yeah, I mean it's true. I'm going to the gay bar, so I guess it's all right. It's acceptable there. They can't knock you. So.
Yeah, I mean, what
I gotta
if...
break character. I can't be Aaron anymore. I can't do it. I don't believe any of those things. We need to take a vagina break.
I totally when you're like.
I'm sorry, I couldn't do it.
That's what I like about this not being on camera. Like I totally what the fuck's Ian talking about? Why don't you oh, he smiled. Fuck. I fell for it. I was just in the zone, man.
I would have kept it going, but man,
I couldn't handle it any longer.
my
I'm
heart
just
started
what?
being irregularly, and I just had to get out of that.
You're like, crap, the audience is leaving before they find out that I don't really think this.
It's I'm starting to fool myself.
Whew,
Ah, your hair started getting a little red there.
damn. I know, I can feel
Feel some
it.
freckles?
It's,
Where'd you get those
warmer.
sunglasses? It's a nice suit you're
I think I
wearing
have
now.
cancer now.
Well, that's what we call gingeritis.
Yeah, you know what? I'm also feeling real stupid. So,
Your IQ just dropping. Beep, beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep.
what's even going on? I don't know. I just had beer. I'm happy, I guess.
You guys have interesting weeks?
No.
Mine was pretty mundane, except for 2 days ago.
Yeah, you got a story, right, bro?
Yeah, I do.
You better give us a story.
It's not like one of my crazy stories, but it was just I'm just chilling, it's just a normal day. I'm just gonna sit around on Google, get a call about 10:30. Hey, Mike, go pick up Bob, aka Jesus, the guy who thinks he's Jesus. So I'm he's go pick up Bob about 12 o'clock and drive him down to Scio. We're going to. He's gonna change some locks on this this house or whatever. So okay, fine. Bob does some odd jobs, nothing crazy. And then so I go to my dad's to get the address or whatever, and I grab a couple of tools or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, you better get out of here. Don't want to be late." So I'm like, "Oh, the realtor or the homeowner, must be you need to be punctual." So I go get Bob, and Bob wants me to stop somewhere. I'm like, well, my dad said we got to be there, make sure you be there by 1 kind of thing. He's like, all right, because you don't want to be there late for the cops. I'm like, what? The cops? What the fuck are you talking about? And he's just like, the cop. I'm like, okay, again, what the fuck are you talking about? He's just like, well, we're evicting those people, and you don't know what they're gonna be like. Whoa, we're evicting. I was told pick up Bob, drop him off at Scio. Now we're evicting people from a building, and there's cops involved. So I was like, whatever. So we drive up there, and I didn't realize we're 20 minutes early. But I pull in the driveway because there's 2 cars there. I thought must have been the landlord or whatever. And so I pull into the driveway, and no one gets out. Look at the cars. There's no one in the cars. I'm like, this is weird. And I'm like, we're 20 minutes early. Maybe we should go kill some time at the grocery store. These might be the people that live here. And Bob's like, oh yeah, that's probably them. I'm like, well, what the fuck? Oh, you let me pull into their driveway. They're gonna come out raging. So we go to the grocery store, we kill some time, we come back, we're waiting a house down from the house, not that far away still. And I'm like, I wonder if we're supposed to be farther away than here. I'm joking, watch this. I bet the cop and the landlord's around the corner, just watching us, thinking how fucking dumb we are. Sure enough, they're around the corner watching us, thinking how fucking dumb we are being so close to the house.
Are the cops on your side or not?
The cops are for us, kind of thing. So,
Okay.
so the lady pulls up, the cops pull up, they kick him out of the house, or they tell him I gotta get their stuff out or whatever. The husband's angry, but he's calm or whatever. Well, I guess the woman there is fucking nuts. She's screaming, running around the house, grabbing stuff out, putting it in her car, screaming at the cops, screaming at the landlord, and doing all this stuff. And then after she's looking around for her cat or whatever. So I'm like, I hope she doesn't she's crazy. So I don't know what the fuck she's gonna do. She's gonna try and stab someone or something. But me and Bob are across the street away. We just look like construction workers, killing time. Well, so I'm like, I don't think she notices us. Well, she's looking for her cat, and she walks kind of our direction, and she screams at the top of her lungs and fucking thank you Pioneer Electric for being a witness. And then turns around, I'm like, I think our cover's blown. But then so they got all her shit out, and then the landlord, she was like afraid that the lady was gonna do shit. So she parks down the street, a couple of houses or whatever, and the crazy lady finally takes off. She's leaving. She happens to go right down the street that the landlord lady was parked at. So the landlord's like, fuck. So she just hammers it, like goes like blows like out of the area. Well, the lady that got kicked out notices her car after she like peels out and gets away. So she just starts hauling ass towards the lady, going down the street. And then like as soon as they disappear behind the house, I'm like, I wonder what the fuck's gonna go on. You just start hearing horns blare. She's just like laying on her horn the whole time. But
Wow.
I was surprised the landlord came back to the cops because that's a safe area and the lady didn't follow her down. But you could hear her all around town just like blaring her horn as she got the hell out of town. It was pretty crazy, but I don't know. So that was like an hour before that happened. I was just like, boring day. And then an hour later, like cops escorting us, and we changed the locks with like cops watching over us the whole time, not know if the crazy lady's gonna show back up, and it was pretty sweet. And then one of the doors was sticking, so I even watched a cop kick a door in. That was pretty sweet.
Nice.
I didn't like it wasn't opening, and I could tell like it kind of seemed like he wanted to like I wanted to kick it kind of thing because it's not like that'd probably open it up, but like I could tell the cop was like kind of like watch. It was kind of hard to explain, but I could like almost got this vibe that like the cop wants to like offer to kick this door in. So after me, like I try and like because he can't really like, hey, can you kick this door in for us? So after trying to leave, he's like, here, stand back. So I back up, and he just blatantly just like kicks the door open. He's like,
Ninja.
like yeah, and I was like, oh, that's sweet. And he goes, yeah, I worked narcotics for 5 years. I'm like, sweet.
You are so welcomed here in Scio. Your experience probably helps you in your everyday.
Exactly. So I was like, yeah, that makes sense. You
It's
kick
like the only
doors
problem
in.
they have there. You can go 200 miles an hour down the road. No one's gonna die. It's like Montana.
That's why I was surprised. The lady just like she just blows out of like the driveway and everything, and I think she may have even blown a stop sign, and the cops didn't take off after her at all. I'm like, you guys might want to go. Like, she sounds like she's gonna like. They must know what they're doing because I'm like, she sounds like she's gonna do some damage. And I thought she was really gonna hit the lady or something like that, but later they said something like, yeah, she's just trying to show that she's angry, and I was like, oh well, you guys handled it well. You didn't. Because if they would have stopped her, it probably would have like made her blow up even more.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, they know what they're doing, so I'm not gonna question them. That's their job. So, but yeah.
It's Wild fucking West anyway.
So I went from just like, 1 minute like sitting in the bathtub, and then like an hour later, like having the cops watch us after kicking some people out and kicking down a door, making sure that the crazy lady doesn't come back and murder us while we're changing her locks.
You learned how an eviction is done.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
It's like, what did you learn today? Dear diary, I do not want to be a landlord.
Yeah, right.
I will check that off of my list of potential careers.
But it was just like the thing that I kept thinking was like, okay, all that was like pretty funny, but like really couldn't just like tell me before I was like heading that way, like, oh yeah, so you're kicking some people out of their house and changing the locks, and there's gonna be cops making sure everything goes smooth. Even that's better. Like I'd still be like, what the fuck? But like that's better than just like learning on the way there. But okay.
Yeah. Maybe to them it wasn't that big of a deal. It's like, yeah, let's go change some locks. Oh, you mean like it's somebody who wants their locks changed? They're like, no, it's an eviction.
The whole time too with the guy who thinks he's Jesus, and we're sitting like,
God.
I know when you said the guy was a narcotics officer, right? Then I'm like, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, this is like I was so irritated too. Like, so we're sitting here listening to him scream, but like we're still just far enough away, kind of thing. That's like a little bit like you can hear him just plain as day. But Bob can't like fucking keep his mouth shut, so he's talking to me the whole time about how and he repeating his stories, just like Fester. Like he just keeps telling me the same goddamn thing. Like, hey, I've been doing this. I did this for 5 years down in California. I know how to change locks. And I'm like, Bob, you're fucking changing locks. It's nothing complicated. Shut up. Like you act like you're a master at changing locks. There's nothing to it. It's not like you're like picking the lock and all this fancy stuff. You are literally taking 2 screws out, pulling the handles off, putting new handles on. A first grader could do this. And he's like sitting here telling me how he's been doing this for 5 years. Like, Bob, can you shut the fuck up? I'm
Yeah.
trying to listen to what this lady's screaming about. Because there was some funny like lines. Like she was screaming at the officer like, I just fell asleep for the first time in 3 days. And now you wake me up. Granted, like by this time it's like 1:30 in the day. So like in the afternoon, like I sleep late too. But like I don't complain when someone wakes me up at 1:30 kind of thing. So it's like she's screaming like, you just woke me up at 1:30 on a holiday. It was fucking Columbus Day. Like, that's not, like, yes, it's
that guy
illegal.
was an asshole.
Yeah, it's a legal holiday, maybe, but, like, come on, like, kids don't even get that day off of school. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, seriously.
Especially, well, my brother got that day out of school.
Really?
Yeah, he lame though. Especially because like
No, it was a furlough day.
they're getting evicted. It's not like it's like a surprise or there's something bad is happening to them. Like they had a notice, they knew what was going on, and they didn't move out. So it's like you have no right to complain in this situation.
Yep.
You got to be like the guy and be like, "Oh, I fucked up. I got to get out."
It's like okay, like you know you're wrong. You like the cops are there. You're getting evicted regardless of your attitude. Just go. Like I mean, I could even see like screaming at the lady, saying a couple things, but like say your piece or whatever. But, like don't like fight. Like she didn't like physically fight, but like she resisted the whole way there. Like just get out of the house. Like grab what you need, be pissed off, and get out. Yell a few things, but like don't try and explain how. Like first of all, you're not going to convince her. Like she was screaming like 2 weeks. We didn't pay. We're like 2 weeks late on rent, which I'm sure is A, wrong, and B, like the 15th time it's happened. But it's like she's arguing with her. Like why even try and argue? Just be like, if you're gonna say something, be like, you're a fucking bitch, and then get out. But like why resist the whole way?
Yeah.
You know you're gone regardless.
Nothing
of what
better
you say.
to do, man. Dude, how long were you there for?
Well, we probably watched him move out for about 45 minutes or so.
Actually, I asked the wrong question. How long, okay, from the time you picked up Bob to the time you dropped Bob off?
Oh, probably 2.5 hours. The locks changed pretty quick, but
All right, so
he lives in
let's see.
Staten, so well, I guess any listeners don't know
We
that
did a
is.
little mathematics here. So I think you probably got 1.75 boners while you're hanging out with Bob.
I got a lot of
According to
excitement
science.
boners. I got a lot of excitement
many-
boners.
Don't put it in crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe round that down to just one boner.
You know, Sig Fig says 2.0 boners, so
It's true.
you know, we get
random.
actually 2.0 times 10 to the 0. Scientific notation.
That's a lot of boners.
It's enough boners for me.
Oh, gotta love the imaginary boners. All right, so I think that this is a good time for me to introduce an idea. I'm gonna wear a wire. Like I wore a wire. Anybody's listening? I wore a fucking wire to my buddy's house for these dudes that I troll all the time, and it was way funnier than anything else I've ever listened to.
I still not listened to it, but I'm so excited.
So I think that if I just wear wire all the time, I can go back and we can have a little segment on here where we just talk about how fucking hilarious the stupid things stupid people say.
Like if you wear one in class or something.
Yeah, like
Where would be the funniest place to wear a wire?
definitely Kyle's house.
If they listen well, I guess if they already listen to this podcast, they already know what's up.
they don't listen. Do they listen?
I don't
They
know,
would.
but
I
like
think they do.
if you link it, like I don't know, are you friends with any of them on Facebook? If Ian links it,
I haven't linked it yet.
I'm pretty
I haven't
sure
had to.
I'm pretty sure they'd watch it. Those are the things. So
I hope they do someday.
I don't think they would.
someday, but if we do it now, it gets all ruined. So
Well, it's already ruined for me. They hate me
They hate Jack.
how do they hate you?
because I wore that T-shirt. Oh, I guess you didn't hear about that. Okay,
Uh-uh.
you know that T-shirt that I wore when I was on the podcast with you guys?
The Annie Bros one?
Yeah. Apparently, that just pissed off Aaron
And
it
Kyle.
made Kyle. Kyle was too uncomfortable to say anything to me about
What
it.
the fuck? Well, that's how those things work. You're supposed to like network. But okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's just like plugging another show on another show. But they thought it was
Did you even-
beyond rude.
Did you even verbally plug your show?
No. We were sitting there, I was wearing the shirt, and you guys made some joke about like remove a piece of clothing every time we say game or something. So I did. And I'm like, haha. Like I was hoping this would come up. But it was bad, dude. Kyle was too uncomfortable to say anything to me, which is why he pretended like he was okay with it in front of me. And he
That's
was
so much
laughing and
bullshit.
joking, you know. But he told Aaron, and Aaron thought it was beyond rude and is pissed.
Dude, Aaron's the one who wants to network anyways, so.
Well, not with me.
Yeah, man.
But to be fair, we plugged their show like 5 times during every one of our episodes right now.
Yeah.
We just kind of plug it in a negative
We
spotlight.
flame.
We're giving them views. I feel like everyone that's listening, you have to go watch
you don't
them for
even
the
know how
lulz.
many views we're getting critical splits these days.
Bad publicity is publicity.
Yeah, any publicity is publicity.
I hope that we become famous off of their infamy.
Yeah. Let's ride their dirty coattails.
I'm just gonna keep wearing a wire whenever I'm around them. I'm gonna have like
write a
mountains
book.
and mountains of media to release on them.
It's so fluid too. It's like you don't even have to try, and they just give you information,
Yeah.
like how to pick up ladies.
I don't, now that I'm at school with smart people, it's weird because at least most of them, the ones that I talk to, don't do these things. But these people are from like a different universe.
Yeah.
And they usually, more often than not, have red hair for whatever reason. Like, what the fuck?
Maybe they're like predestined, like punished, future punished. Like I'm gonna, like some outside forces, like you're gonna be born with ginger hair because you deserve it.
Like in a past life, they had brown hair and a decent job, but they like ran over a cow in India or something.
I think all gingers are just inbred, and that's why they're so stupid nowadays. Just years and years of inbreeding.
I told them a long time ago that like everyone's got this like I can't remember my explanation, but there's this ginger sac that like in your like it's an organ and it's blocked by like your good sac or whatever, and like gingers don't have that good person like organ in their body, and it like just lets their gingerness go all over their body, and they're all evil because of that. They have no goodness in their body, and that's why they're ginger. And I'm pretty sure I just made it up, but I'm pretty sure it's true at the same time.
Yeah, I mean that's how facts come to light. Somebody has to make it up. In
Exactly.
The first place.
Look at the Bible.
I just like, seriously, I don't know, man. Like my interactions with gingers, I don't know why. Maybe it's just around here. I don't want to sound like a big racist or anything, but why aren't the ones we hang out with cool? Like, I know like 5 black people. There's like 10 in Oregon, and like all 5 of these black people are pretty cool. White people, I don't know.
Because ginger is a life choice.
I just don't get it, man. Is there like some kind of missing link there? Like
Subhumans.
I'm not sure.
If you're ginger, it's simple. Like if you're ginger and you're a girl, well, everyone likes redheads.
Or-
If you're ginger and you're a guy, go bald.
And okay, yeah, like, and I don't like how that is this way. But like, I even looked online for cool gingers, and I could not find very many.
They don't exist.
I don't.
Yeah.
If people listening, help me find them. Help me find the cool gingers.
You're gonna get like 50 like friend invites on Facebook. They're all gonna be gingers and they're all gonna be weird. Like, hey, I'm cool.
It's like, who says you're cool? It's like, all my ginger friends. I'm the coolest out of them.
Oh God. Have you seen the Gingers Have Souls video?
The old one of the fat kid complaining.
He still makes videos to this day.
Yeah.
He talks about how I think he's a troll. Actually, I don't believe it.
Yeah.
But yeah. He talks about how weed is like more deadly than like well, I think it's like the deadliest substance on earth. But he talks about how his friend jumped off a roof and tried to commit suicide. And it was like a 1-story roof. I don't know. Like I think he's trolls, but it's just funny to like pretend that he's
so
not.
many videos now.
Yeah, it's just fun to pretend that he's not and just believe that there's people out there worse than the gingers we know.
Yeah, it's a weird anomaly over here. I don't know.
Then again, half the kids from Staten are pretty fucking weird.
Really, half of
Yeah.
them, more
I
like
think it just might be this
90%
area.
or all of them. How many do you know that aren't completely fucked?
This whole county.
Like seriously.
Yep.
It's bad land. Somebody put some poison in
Something in the water.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's E. coli in the water. It's probably contributing to it.
I think there's gingerism in the water too.
Yeah.
Just as trace them out, and a couple kids
Must
get hit by
live
it.
downstream from some ginger factory.
There used to be a gingerbread factory actually, and that's probably where it came
The
from.
gingerbread house. Do you think that's where
We are downstream from the gingerbread house. Is that a little bit kind of
they
ironic?
hole up at, huh?
Yeah, that's where they hold the meeting. They all put on their red hoods, go down. Like, The big bad wolf was coming to get us. We gotta strengthen our ginger power.
What if they're like all watching? They're like, "Fuck, they're onto us. We
Yeah.
thought we were that secret. The jig is up, man."
We'll get the NSA to protect us. They're all against the government.
They're their own, the Illuminati, man. Yeah, those guys.
It's wild. What do you guys think about? Anyway, getting back on video games. What do you guys think about remakes?
Well, I would say that, you know, to really put it into words,
Into words.
GoldenEye, it was good,
But it's no Superman 64.
but Halo, it was good.
Did they remake Halo?
So, I mean, Halo and GoldenEye, they remade them both, right? I mean, GoldenEye is GoldenEye.
GoldenEye is GoldenEye.
Halo's been remade like how many times now?
I think it did get a remake for the
It may have, like,
360.
number one may have. I don't know.
I think it did.
I don't
Or-
follow it closely. Well, let's ask Aaron or Kyle. Or
Yeah,
actually,
no.
Kyle doesn't know how. But, like,
I remember
Aaron.
seeing my brother. Maybe it's just a graphic remake, but it
Yeah, it
definitely-
was just a reskin. But
Yeah.
Well, they're doing that with a lot of games. They're reskinning them HD. Like the new Wind Waker is supposed to be pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, I just read something about that. The Wind Waker remake had really terrible sales. It sold less than
Really?
any handheld Zelda ever.
Hmm.
So like Zelda 2 on the Game Boy Advance the re-release, it sold less than that.
That's weird. But I also see like it was cell shading at the time, so it's like, well, I mean, still, imagine it still is, but like as far as like GameCube goes, like GameCube doesn't like extraordinary graphics by any means, but it's like
It ages well.
it was just kind of like the way it was designed. You can't like you could round a few of the polygons, but that's about it. Like it was already kind of crisp, you know.
Yeah,
So, but I don't know. I'd still, if I had a Wii U, I'd probably buy it. But
you would.
yeah, I don't know. I love that game. I just love any Zelda game in general. But I really wish they would reskin a lot of games. But I also wonder how much of them would be ruined when you realize it's just nostalgia. But I don't know. There's a lot of Nintendo 64 games that I want to go back and play, but the controllers are just too clunky.
I don't know. I don't really like remakes. I'd rather just go play the game or go play a new game. They should put their energy toward making new stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But their business. If something's gonna sell as a remake, but clearly, well, I think I heard the GoldenEye remake kind of sucked. I don't know. I never played it, but
It was all right. It wasn't anything like the original, though.
yeah. They
I mean, it was a shooter.
They gave they gave Bond the blonde hair, and that's just a travesty. Like, I even like the new Bond, but like when you're remaking it, you can't give him like the blonde hair. Like you're remaking it.
Yeah, you should. I mean, if you're gonna be making a video game based on a legendary character, as legendary as James Bond, it better look like a stereotypical James Bond.
Yeah.
But
Well, just like when they first started Nintendo, was starting to do when the DS came out, they were remaking the old Zelda, old Mario games, and it's like I was like afraid they were gonna do them bad. Like they're gonna change a couple of things. Like they're like the only thing we're changing is literally just giving you a chance to save your game so you can go do something else. I'm like, wow, they really did it right. And then to see them like do other ones not right, like why? You guys like had a great idea.
Well, and then they just charge full price for those old NES games. You
Yeah.
know?
what do you guys think about the Pokemon remakes, like Fire Red, basically?
Not so bad. I don't know. I'm just kind of disappointed with I hate all the new Pokemon, but like
Oh well, yeah.
everyone
Except for
kind
the
of
very newest one, which I just played 2 or 3 days ago. Jack, have you played it recently?
Yeah, I mean, I traded Pokemon with you.
Oh, dude, that's right. You were the one I traded with.
Yeah, I sent you. Well, I mean, in the new one, you can only trade eggs, so I traded eggs with you.
You can only trade eggs.
Yeah,
Indeed.
It
Huh.
doesn't let you. Well, maybe until I get more badges or something. Which there's only 4 gyms, so
This is the X and Y.
yeah.
I've actually heard some pretty good things about it. So, like, I don't even mind. Like, I don't like the new ones, but at least that you have the option to keep the old ones. I just hate when I'm battling. Like, I know all the old ones, So I go battle a new one. I'm like, I have no fucking clue what type you are. I don't know what to use against you.
That's the biggest problem when I play the new ones is I have no clue what type they are. They keep adding types. Some
They
of
have
them
like a genie type now, right?
yeah,
Fairy.
there's like
Genie.
Yeah, fairy's one they announced, but there's a genie type. Like somebody just gives you it like right off the bat. They give you like a lot of guys right in like the first town.
Really?
Yeah,
I heard you get to choose a starter, and then like the first time you get to choose
Another
Bulbasaur,
starter.
Squirtle, Charmander starter.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I like that.
and then they also give you the little Firebird from whatever game. So you get 3 starters. They give you a legendary in like before the first gym.
what?
It's
what
so,
legendary? Is it some new one?
Yeah, it's a new one. It's like a little fairy looking deal. It's so easy. You can sit on benches though.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
It's a really good gameplay. They took out the bike, which is annoying.
I was just gonna fucking comment on that.
They really took out the bike.
Really pissed me off.
But that's like this is a staple to the game.
And it's just unnecessary to take that out.
Yeah, especially
What?
since they made the game a lot bigger.
yeah.
So it's, I don't know, maybe they wanted to really like slow you down so you can see the nice 3D graphics. They're like, don't just freaking ride past this shit. Like walk and look at it.
Well, my cousin said like he was playing and then he like took a break. I'm like, dude, you like left your DS over there for like an hour, and I'm like, what are you doing? He's still like, I'm taking a break. I'm like, you just got the new Pokemon game. You're taking a break. He's like, yeah, I just got to a new town and I'm doing the whole talk to everyone, check every trash can. I'm like, oh, I know exactly what you mean. Like, so they kept some of the staples, like having to talk to every person, check every trash can.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things won't like flag to the next event unless you talk to everybody.
Really?
Yeah.
So like they like put it on steroids.
Yeah, like usually I just
PCP.
wanted to like go and like beat the gym or like beat all the things so I'm like at a decent enough level in case like the team whoever comes in and ambushes me. But yeah, you have to like talk to like go in every house and talk to every single person. Otherwise, you try to go in the gym and the guy's like,
You can't do that.
maybe you should talk to somebody, and you got to go in some bedroom and listen to some guy tell a story about how much he likes like.
It's like they're
dressing
trying
up.
to teach kids like how to talk to people these days. Like, kids are just sitting in their houses all the time and like, oh my god, I'm having to spend 4 hours on Pokemon
Yeah.
just to get from one town halfway to the next.
Especially those Midwest kids like
And
that. Yeah, they don't get outside and interact.
Talking
with
to
people.
them.
Was it World of Warcraft? You used to have a tip. Like,
The Bears.
the bears. There's a tip screen on World of Warcraft that always give you tips, and one of the tips literally was like, don't forget to talk to like your real life friends every now and then. Like I don't remember
no
what it
shit.
said, but it's like get outside of the house every now and then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. It's
Do they-
so easy too because like I've never hit like levels so fast in any other Pokemon besides this one. Like usually I can like beat the game and be under 50 or 60 or something. But your Pokemon, when you fight somebody, everybody gets experience.
Yeah, I
If
heard
they
about
didn't
that. The experience share
If you
is
catch a Pokemon, everybody gets experience.
What the fuck?
It's like they're handing out experience for free here.
Dude, they're going like World of Warcraft.
Food
Like
stamps.
now everything gives you on
Yeah.
Warcraft. Like I was so disappointed. Like it used to be like kill shit and do quests. That's what gives you experience. Now it's like, oh, you mined that? You picked that herb? Here's experience. Oh, you like did this? Here's experience. Like, god damn it! Like you guys give
You
it
had
for every
sex
fuck-
with the mailman.
His experience.
Yeah.
Double points.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, that's ridiculous. Well, they still like, as long as they like, do you have to like check every trash can before you can move on? Because they better do that.
Well, there's more than just trash cans. There's trash cans, and they have like, I don't know, because I stopped checking them. I mean, there's obvious ones, like when you're walking along and you see like a rock, with
Yeah.
nothing around it, and you're like, okay, there's a hidden.
It's got
item
like 3 signs like, click here.
Yeah. But there's trash cans, there's mailboxes, there's like toilets, there's like just a bunch of just random things that you like. Because remember, there's like bookshelves you have to check.
Yeah.
There's like desks. There's like a stereo. There's all these things that you would think you would just tap on it. It would be like a magazine about Pokemon. It's like, no, you click it and it's like, here's the secret switch. It unlocks a door in the gym. And it's like, okay,
Was it still a decent game?
It's pretty good. It's really, like I was saying, it's really easy. And aside from just how big
I heard
the
it's easy,
world is, yeah, it's really short. There's just an Elite 2.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You're changing all the fundamentals.
They're
Well-
just giving it away.
Yeah. I guess it's 4 because they're dual battles,
Yeah.
but I just count it as 2 because it's
Yeah, because
still
the dual
just-
battle is still a dual. I don't even
Yeah.
like dual battles. I thought it was a cool idea when they first came out, but they kind of like it'd be cool to like sprinkle on the game.
It's
but to
really easy just to cheat them. I just have a flying guy and a ground guy and just do earthquake and it kills everybody except my flying guy.
Yeah.
So
Is it really that cool anyway? No.
Yeah.
It didn't really add anything, in my
Yeah.
opinion, but
like in Black and White, they had triple battles.
Really?
why don't they just go 6-on-6? Just fuck it. Let's do this like hockey style.
Well,
throw them all in there at the same time.
I bet they
some
100%
fucking
are.
knives on their feet.
Yeah.
I think they just want to always give themselves a little more to do the next game.
They might as well. They're going to be making Pokemon games for me, you, and Jack for the next 30, 40 years.
It's just gotten kind of ridiculous. I almost wouldn't count it as a Pokemon game. Like playing it, I'm like, you gotta make a movie, you gotta dress up, you gotta do like all this wacky shit, and there's like barely like I might have to like look up how many trainers are in the game because it felt like barely none, and there's only like 20 or 30 new Pokemon, and then just like a bunch of just random ones just picked from all the generations.
Weird.
So it's like, if they wanted to call this something else and just not call it Pokemon, like call it like, you know, take out the battling part and they would have a whole game. Like you
Yeah.
can like have a garden in there. You
Oh,
can like
damn.
decorate like a bunch of houses like GTA style.
I was gonna say that's
like,
how all the games are going. They're kind of like changing. Like, well, here's the game, but like that's only like a quarter of the game. There's all this, other, which I'm fine with, is all as long as they do it right. But the core of there has to be intact. You know,
Yeah.
add to it, not just spread it out.
I don't know what they could call it, but maybe not Pokemon.
They need their poster child Pikachu to keep the paychecks flowing though. They
Yeah.
didn't call it Pokemon Pikachu. They'd be like, why is Pikachu in this?
I think, and another thing, it doesn't let you catch a Pikachu, which is
Really?
kind of disappointing. I certainly tried. Everybody, I'd say over half of the trainers have Pikachu, and they always use them just to be like, it's Pikachu and Pokemon.
Yeah.
But for the life of me, I mean, I tried going around catching them, because I like catching them, but I could not find a Pikachu.
Yeah, I do kind of like collecting them. Gotta catch them all, right?
Yeah.
But
I don't care about evolving them, because
They
that's
just
too
need
much
to
work.
make like a Pokemon 9000 fuck you rainbow, like, and just have like a game with like all the Pokemon, all the contents, like Team Rocket, Team Magma, Team whatever the fuck is all the rest of them, and just have them all in it, and just like, here, this will keep you busy for the next 2 years. Have fun.
Yeah.
But I would buy that. I would spend 60 on that. You
Yeah.
don't even have to add. Don't even add anything to it. Just splice them all together. I'm good with that.
Dude, I would so torrent the shit out of that.
Yeah, same here.
Just make it all of them together, and like when you beat one, you automatically just like, a path to the new region has opened.
Well, see, I actually found it's not legitimate, so I didn't want to invest too much time into it because I didn't want it to like, put a lot of time into it, and then like Pokemon's like, oh, we found out about this and we crashed it, But there's a Pokemon MMO out there, and it's fucking irritating to get the beta into it, but like I finally got it in there. Beat all like it's red and silver, like or red and blue and then silver and gold or whatever into one game.
Yeah.
And so like I beat the first half, like fought the 8 gyms. I don't remember if the Elite Four was in it or not, but like I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go silver, and I'm gonna go beat all the gym leaders. Like I wonder how they're gonna do this. Like, are they gonna be like the next gym is gonna be like because they stop around like level 60, like, and there's like 40 more levels you can go. So I'm like. So is the next gym gonna be like level 70? The next one gonna be level 80? Nope, level 1. And I got all these like level 60s with me. I'm like, well, I could try and be legitimate and just like go catch a bunch of level 1s and like slowly play through. But it's like, I already got all my favorite ones. Like, what do I do now?
Yeah.
So
I tried playing that too, and it's super buggy.
yeah, it is.
I started in the gold silver side, and it was like, I don't know. The gym was like harder than it was in the game, and it makes you wait a day in between facing him. So I was like, I don't.
Yeah, I know. When you lose, I liked it. Like, there's a couple things they did that was awesome in the game, and they made Pokemon MMO. Like, what could be cooler than that? But then they had like moves like they had problems like, like Charizard's Fire Blast, and you're like waiting for Fire Blast to come, waiting for it. You finally get Fire Blast. You're like, okay, I'm gonna annihilate shit with Fire Blast. So you go into like some gym, you're already like, and like you said, if you don't lose against a gym, you have to wait 24 hours before you can battle them again. So I'm like already, I got my like souped up like Charizard on steroids. Here he goes, he's gonna Fire Blast this guy. It's like you like use Fire Blast. It's like Charizard use Fire Blast on blah blah, and then like it says like like even if like sometimes it'll even say like it's super effective or whatever, their HP doesn't go down 1 point because they haven't programmed any damage in for the goddamn move. So you're like,
Oh.
I waited so long for this move, and then not only that, but this whole gym battle hinges on this move, and now I'm fucked. And it's like, god damn it.
Yeah.
And then everyone bots on that. So it's like I hate botters on games. Like I like to like play honorably, but like when everyone bots, it's like you have no choice. Like you can't beat them. You have to join them because they like charge like $500,000 for like this surfboard to get to the next spot. So I'm like, well, the bikes in the game are always $1 million, right? And they're always like, you don't really pay $1 million because you get capped at 999,000 or whatever. And I'm like, oh, so they're doing the surfboard thing, but like I'm surprised they didn't use the $1 million. Like, so I'm like, how do you get like I'm looking on the forums, how do you get to the surfboard or whatnot? It's like you buy it. I'm like, what? This is like $500,000. How do you like? I'm all the way to the surfboard part. I am very like skimpy with my money. I haven't like been buying very many Pokeballs or anything like that, any potions.
Yeah.
I literally have like $70,000. I'm supposed to have 500. It's like, gotta go bot. It's like there's no other way. Like you had to bot just to get this. And there's like another item that's like, I think 750,000 after that. I'm just like, you guys are fucking kidding me. But it's so
Yeah.
like at that point you're like, okay, I don't even feel bad for botting, but you just turn on overnight, come back, and then there you go.
You know, that all just reminds me about how warm vaginas are.
They're not that expensive, I can tell you that.
They can be pretty expensive.
Well, what's
if
the
you
most?
find the right one, you can pay a lot for it. You
I don't really
might
know of
not get
any
much
cheap
out of
ones.
it, but
Yeah, there's
it'll still be warm.
diminishing returns.
Yeah, well, even the ones you pay for, even the ones you don't pay for, you end up paying for.
You would know.
My gas tank's already at like halfway, and I just filled it up like 2 nights ago. What the fuck?
Oh man, yep.
Too many trips out the butt fuck nowhere, and
They say the best things in life are free. Well, sex must not be one of the best things in life. Then.
That's just following science.
Science rules. I was gonna watch a video in my surveying class, and nothing has happened differently in the field of surveying since like 1940.
Yeah.
And so basically, I figured it was Bill Nye's dad who was doing the video, and Bill Nye's dad ruined surveying and engineering so bad for Bill Nye, he just said "fuck you" and he became a hippie scientist.
That's why textbooks are bullshit. Nothing changes.
Oh my God, textbooks are just a racket and a half.
yeah.
I saw this textbook. Oh my God. It's a picture of it. I can't remember what subject or class it was, but it was 2 pages explaining like rage faces and the different kinds.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, it was painful. It's like it went through all like the angry face, the confused face,
Oh my
the
God.
Jackie Chan face, all those. And then at the end, it's like, draw a comic with rage faces describing this and this and this.
What class was this?
I don't know, dude, but
That's
it doesn't
amazing.
need to exist in this world.
It doesn't. You're right. How to like? I could be the like professor of that class. Like how to be an unemployed dude. Like
If I was the professor of that class, I would just like knock everybody out for taking the class. I would just like, get out.
I'm failing you guys for taking this.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Not in this class. Just
I give
in life.
them like a minute. Just be like, if any of you are not here to be like just as here as a joke, like here's your chance to get out. And if anybody has like a stupid shirt with like a bacon or a Pop-Tart on it, I would just be like, you fail.
You're right, dude. I totally have that mental image going now. Like a dude like wearing something like
Just some fat guy with a neck beard and a fedora just being like, this is my face when I'm ready to ace this class.
yeah, a guy who
Ace
like
face.
his vocabulary is like hinges on just memes.
Yeah.
He doesn't speak anything but memes. And he's wearing a shirt that says swag.
Yeah.
Oh god, spelled in bacon.
Just a trench coat.
Yeah, a trench coat that fits. It'd be right over the shirt. It'd be a wolf shirt. We're back on wolf shirts, guys.
Yeah.
He'd be like, want to come back to my place? I'll show you my collection of knives.
Yeah. No, katanas, Japanese swords. He's wearing like basketball shorts that are like below his knees.
He's got a ponytail.
Yeah.
I would say neck beard, but you already covered that. God, we have him pinned so well. Sadly, that's like 50% of the internet.
Yeah. I remember one day, Laven came over to my house wearing a fedora.
Oh,
And the first thing I said to him, instead of just being like, hey, dude, how you doing? How you doing? This and that.
Take it
he
the
got out of
fuck
the car. I was just be like, what are you doing?
yes.
Take that off. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, where did you get that? He's like, oh, like my parents bought it for me or my girlfriend bought it. He's trying to like pass the blame like somebody gave it to him. I'm just like, no. You can wear your stupid flat cap if you want, which is also stupid, but take no fedoras allowed.
Jesus sent it through UPS.
I found it on the ground.
Pat wears a fedora, but Pat somehow owns it. I'll let Pat wear a fedora.
Pat wears a fedora.
His straw hat?
He's got a lot of hats.
If he wears a fedora, it's not for the same reason Laven wears a fedora.
Yeah, 'cause
Pat
he
does
was-
not like sex for whatever. No,
Yeah.
he shows no interest in it.
Pat wears like dress clothes.
Yeah, Pat pulls it off. I don't know how he does it, but
He doesn't wear a t-shirt and plaid shorts.
Yeah.
A graphic tee that says
Whoa, really? That's awesome. You should have been carrying around like a ukulele and like one of those Marshall mini belt amps.
yeah.
That
Grow a
would've been cool.
mustache
Yeah. If he only had red hair.
and get some like plastic colorful glasses.
Thick rimmed.
Thick rims, yeah.
the kind of auto dark or no, like that's like I got gypped into that. They're like, you want the auto dark ones? I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And then I realized when you walk into a building, you feel like an ass. Like I'm wearing like sunglasses and like for the next minute you look like a guy wearing sunglasses inside. And I'm like, that's how Aaron feels all the time.
Dude, he's got hypersensitive ones too.
His are, I think they're not even auto darkened. They're just always dark.
Always dark.
It's like, why? I hate them being dark half the time now. I'm never like, I'm too broke to get a new pair of glasses. If I could go get a new pair, I would there be like, you want the auto dark one? Like, fuck no. I don't like feeling like a doucher.
Wait, they are actually eyeglasses and not sunglasses that he
Yeah.
wears? Okay. 'Cause, yeah, I always wondered why he's always wearing sunglasses, but
Holy shit.
if I ever go on there, which I still want to again, I'm gonna wear like sunglasses and like a headband and like a shirt that just says shit or something. And like a necktie and just be like,
Shit.com.
Wear a jacket like this, like a little sweatshirt, and that way when you can pop it open, it just says like something like just big. Well, they like to talk about boners, so like something just have a shirt that says pussy right across the front of it. But let's hold your jacket out like this, so they can, like no one can see it from the sides, but the camera just completely sees it. That way we won't stop the video. But when it's too late,
dude,
it's too late.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. You guys don't even. To
420
everybody
plates
in
of
the
faggots.
world right now, if you're listening to this between the dates of October 16th and October 18th, just know there are some really, really funny videos of me doing some really funny shit to these critical splits bastards we talk about every single episode.
I can't even troll them when I go on there. It's just they trolled themselves.
They do!
yeah.
I seriously, I get stuck like it's either I just start laughing until I piss myself, or I just like keep a poker face and keep nodding in like agreement with whatever they say, just so they keep saying it. Like this last time though, I just didn't agree with anything. I just told them to fuck off at any juncture.
You're so insane.
like Nate brought up Ronald Reagan.
Oh my God.
I don't even really dislike Ronald Reagan.
But you just have to go with
But
it.
I went off about how Ronald Reagan was basically Satan. How he set us up for World War III entirely, you know?
Yeah. Who, the movie star?
The movie
Oh, yes, you're so
And
good.
Nate's like, is that all you know about him? No. And then you like went through all the stuff that he did and saying it's all his fault. He's like, no, that was this other guy's fault. He's like, no way, Ronald Reagan.
Is this
was
on
before
camera?
him."
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We'll have a video tomorrow.
They're uploading all of them or just the one?
All of them, because they'll need the audio changed on all of them.
I like how you are more in the know than I. Like I was like this Kickstarter with them, and like I just stopped showing up to them, and they just stopped inviting me to them. But
That's too bad. Because you would be right there. Like Ian was the boner man this time.
oh God.
They even said one time, they're just like, I didn't know Mike was here because like you just said nonstop, just boner this, boner
Dude,
that.
I went off for like 5 minutes about an inverse boner or something.
Oh my God.
Mathematical.
Yeah, because those
imaginary
guys
boner.
didn't know about imaginary numbers. They were complaining about in math. They're like, "Did you know there's a such thing as imaginary numbers? Like 2 imaginary this, I, J, and all this stuff." And Kyle's like, "No way!" And like, I don't know if do you know about imaginary numbers?
I don't.
It's not hard at all. Okay, it's not very high up there in math.
No,
but
it's pretty lower level, yeah.
yeah, we were like, Ian was just surprised, I guess, and just started yelling about imaginary boners.
Yes.
Square root of a boner is like
The
some other-
square root of a negative boner is an imaginary boner.
yeah,
Oh, that makes sense. I think I get it now.
yeah.
Imaginary boner squared is negative boner.
Oh my God. I would expect Kyle. Like Kyle's even in higher level math. That's so
Oh,
funny.
Dude, that's
no.
why
Yeah.
I'm questioning what does he know because I haven't seen him know how to do anything except a cookie clicker. So it's like, what does this guy do? He doesn't. I don't know.
Ugh.
It's a
Yeah.
mystery.
They surprise me every time. They're
It is like
not
opening
quite
a
as good as
surprise.
John Bender, but
Dude, can you wear a wire to Johnny B's house next time you go over
oh
there?
my God,
Good
I
idea.
need a tape recorder now.
I want it. Yeah, what exactly were you using?
My little digital recorder.
All right.
It'd be so much editing though. Like John Bender moments are just like sprinkled throughout the day. I mean, they're very potent. Don't get
It's
me
not
wrong.
like 2.5 solid hours of just. It was building the whole time. Like it started off pretty
Yeah,
funny,
it
and it just kept climbing the mountain up to like hour or like 2 hours and 10 minutes, and then it ends at 2:30. So it had a nice little resolution. But I was acting like it was the Blair Witch Project. This is Ian Bear Pig. Like these people are so fucked up. I don't.
I gotta go to the bathroom, guys. Oh my God, did you hear Aaron talk about how much more he likes boners?
I took a piss on there.
Did he really?
I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as I'm flushing, I'm like talking into him, like, I can't fucking believe these people.
Maybe that's the key. Maybe people don't want to hear me talk. They just want to hear what I hear every day.
I mean, you can deliver it one of two ways. You can tell the story, or you can play back the story for them.
I need one of those like little like Google like Dragon Ball Z scouter things and just have like a little camera and just watch my daily life and have Google invent some like algorithm that cuts out all the boring parts and I'll just be a billionaire.
That'd be great.
Just write down the exact time of day when something fucking epic happens. Go home, throw it into Audacity, be a boss.
I bet there's like a program like you just like I should just have a little wire on me and I just click every time something funny happens and once it dies down, click again and
Yeah, that's a good idea. Like if they put in a program in Google Glass where it's always recording, but like not saving it to like hard memory, just keeping it in RAM. And then when something funny happens, you can be like, okay, minus 10 seconds from now,
Yeah.
start recording,
Yeah.
start saving. And then at the end, be like, all right, that's the end.
yeah, 10 seconds ago start recording and then
Yeah.
figure it out. I'll get on the phone with Google tonight and I'll
Just
tell them to
them
get their
up.
shit ready.
They'll be like, hell yeah, send us a live stream of your life, motherfucker.
Yeah.
We could use that for China.
I was gonna say, Google, like, you want us to record your life? Yeah.
We can
wait,
tailor ads for you.
How much do we? I mean, how much? This is a free service, right? Like,
It's like, how much do you want? It's like, well, how much does it cost? They're like, well,
well, we're only making about $10 off of your information, so I say, I don't know, $20.
That's gotta be a thing. That'd be great.
Well, guys. Well, guys.
Guys.
Well,
Is it time for announcements already?
it's time for any last announcement.
it's starting to get to that time. You know, we're not quite there, but we're getting close.
That's what he always says, like 10 minutes away.
Is there any last comments you guys need to make? Announcements, preferably, but comments, announcements, or comments. Either of you.
Yeah.
Any comments.
Well, I
Announcements.
have a comment on an announcement.
Yes.
There was an announcement. Well, I'm going to announce the announcement that
And then
somebody
comment on it?
already announced. You guys feel free to comment on
Okay.
this. I'll also make my own comment, so it's only fair. Like, I wouldn't think that's rude or anything if you guys were to comment on this announcement or any other comments. Because, you know, video games, right? Guys, am I right? Video games?
I'm right. Yeah, you're right.
Halo.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm right, that you're right.
Oh, well, I'm the smartest guy
I
in the
agree
room.
with
so
everything you said.
Of course I'm right.
But gamers have solved a decade-old HIV puzzle in 10 days.
Oh my gosh. Was
I
it on
don't-
Tetris?
I'm sure maybe
Dr.
it
Mario,
was.
more likely.
Maybe it was Halo. I mean, I read the article. I didn't understand any of it, but all I gotta say is gamers are saving the world.
Well, wait, are
curing
these gamers
HIV.
or are these gamers because they're solving HIV?
I'm sure it was the former.
Murky waters, murky waters.
So I'd like to announce that awesome video games are awesome.
Saving the world.
Nice. What about you, Mike? What do you got to say to the camera?
Well, in counter to Jack's, pro video game thing, I just wanted to be like, announce that Grand Theft Auto is released, and some guy got shot in some big city the other day, and that was probably because he was playing Grand Theft Auto and stepped outside and forgot he was playing real life instead of playing Grand Theft Auto.
Oh my god, on that note, did you guys hear about that guy out in I think it was the Gobi Desert in China? They don't have electricity or TVs or PlayStations or anything.
Who needs them?
But he killed some dude, and it was because of Grand Theft Auto.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, probably saw a picture.
He'd never seen a picture in his life.
Huh.
They didn't even have mirrors.
Well, I bet there's some way he still was responsible. Grand Theft Auto was not him.
It's just put out into the ether, the consciousness, the aura,
You know,
the Akashic realm. Once all this negative vibe
yeah, I was gonna say bad energy.
from this
Exactly.
violent game,
it's going to surface somewhere.
the butterfly effect.
You
Exactly.
can never predict exactly where, but Grand Theft Auto will be the end of humanity.
Pretty sure.
No, I am positive. Like, I've seen it. I know it. I believe, Mike. It's going to be because of
You
Grand
have me
Theft Auto.
convinced. I've seen the evidence, just in this podcast alone.
You haven't seen shit, but I'm
No,
glad
no.
you agree with me.
No, with the little I've seen.
You haven't seen what I've seen, Mike. You haven't seen it.
I don't agree.
I don't even want to start with you.
I don't even think Ian agrees with himself.
You know what? I never agree with anybody, so you're right. I don't. So I agree with you. But I disagree with you. It's just going to keep on doing that.
You're being extremely rude.
You know what? I just want to put in a plug here for my own personal podcast. It's Ian Bear Pig at ianbearpig.com.
Don't even
And
do
just-
it.
No, I'm going to plug on top of you. Super effective.
Wait a minute. I wasn't done with my plug. We talk about global warming and boners.
I
all
want to
the
talk
time.
about my
That's it.
plug, though. Mike or the big gay whore.
Mike, that's rude. Shut the fuck up, Mike.
Can I-
.com.
Can I get each of you to record a plug for Super Effective Podcast?
Oh my god, Jack, would you stop being a fucking rude motherfucker?
Say super effective.
There's a time and a place for
Don't
this.
you
didn't
dare
even ask
plug
permission.
quiet.
You
Super
did not ask permission.
Be quiet. Say super effective.
Don't you dare.
I'm not going to do it.
Say it.
What podcast is super effective?
Now you said it. Now you gotta say it.
You said super effective.
Wait,
Oh, fuck. You
Wait,
tricked
what
us.
did you say, Ian?
I got lost. We're talking about a super effective podcast. Who the fuck is super effective podcast?
I don't know.
And how dare you wear an Annie Bros
a gay
t-shirt
name.
onto our podcast?
Oh man, dude. Yeah, our viewers are gonna be pissed.
They're going to see that and
My
flip
shirt,
out.
my shirt has a boner with a cross through it.
Actually, mine is just two boners in mid sword fight.
I was going to
Just,
say mine is Darth Vader and Luke fighting, but they're only holding their wings.
Mine
Yes.
is a vagina with the X through it, but the X is made of boners. Is that okay?
there's a circle around it like boners stomp out the vaginas.
Well, mine is one of those real effective ones where if I change angles, they like swing differently. Still with their wings.
What if you had boners on your back and you could use them to fly?
I would
Like
fly proudly.
wings.
I'd be like, "Don't hold me back. Let me spread my wings."
I'm gonna go home and draw that up.
I'm gonna go home and dream that up.
Hey,
I'm gonna go home and live
if
it.
you guys dream that tonight, I'm not even sorry.
If I wake up, I'm not even mad, bro.
Yeah. I think that's how unicorns did it, actually.
It's probably true.
Or whatever, the Griffins? Gryffindor? No, Pegasus. What's a A Pegasus has boners for wings, right?
I think you might be confusing it with maybe
Boner cis.
yeah,
I swear it's Pegasus that has a
Bonosaurus.
Bonosaurus. The Bonosaurus.
Didn't it turn out that
Pegaboners.
one was fake or something?
You know, well, they say so, but I think it's a cover
Christians.
up. The Mormons, it was the Mormons actually.
Oh.
They paid them off.
Well, they're a fake branch of Christians, though, so.
They are their own little freaky cult. That's true. Yeah. I hope that doesn't offend anyone.
I hope it does offend everyone.
Mike,
I hope it offends some people.
this
And that's why we have a perfect trio here. We got the left, the right, and the middle.
we got. I think we just got the what? Wait, who's the left? And who's the right here?
I don't
know.
it's not like politically left.
We
and
live in the
politically
third
right.
dimension.
Well, the thing is okay. So if this podcast is in the middle, or even on the left, or even on the right, just in general left, right, centeredness, say we're all on the right. Say in real life we're all on the right.
I like
In
I like
real
to
life,
think,
we're all on the right.
I like to think we're more like a good selection of Pokemon sitting on an intelligent trainer's belt.
Yeah,
He is one of everything.
Yeah, just you
that's
know.
poetic. I'm gonna go home and carve that into a piece of wood.
I'm gonna go and carve it in my arm.
Yeah, I cry every time.
I'm gonna
I cry every time.
I'm gonna piss those words into the snow next time I'm at the mountain.
If you don't have enough, I'll be there to help you.
I'll handwrite it for you.
Yes, yes, and yes.
Let's do it. Super effective ski trip.
First snow of the season, we're doing this.
Okay. Let's paint a picture while we're at it. A picture in the snow
We
with
could-
your wing.
I mean, we can take a picture of us painting pictures of pictures in the wings.
It's like
Can we make a
pictureception.
wang picture with our wangs? I think so.
Draw a boner with a boner.
Is that ironic? Mainstream? What stream are we using? The
Ian,
mainstream?
You're
The
not wearing.
mainstream?
the vein stream.
If you talk any more hipster stuff, you're gonna need like hipster glasses.
You know what? You don't need hipster glasses when you got hipster values like I do.
It's true.
You can get away with looking like any other jabroni.
You
and
need
still-
a hand woven
still be-
organic sweater and some hipster glasses and a ukulele.
Yeah.
I use organic soap. It's made out of pig fat. It smells real horrible.
Pig fat?
But-
Animals? Nope, not hipster anymore.
No, that's
Animals are too mainstream.
come on, man.
It has
Come
to be.
on, man.
It has to be dandelion fat, nothing else.
Well, dandelion fat is a little bit more expensive. I'm poor right
You guys
now.
need to stop talking because anything you guys say, I can't do anymore because it becomes too mainstream.
The only thing that I think we should just all like change your name to Jack and
No,
watch some anime and
you guys.
Wait, what about anime porn?
Maybe we should
tentacles?
show some to old Pat.
Yeah. Yes.
Let's go to his house and just play some on his parents' TV.
I've actually seen boobs on his TV and it was kind of awkward because his parents were in like I think he skipped ahead of it. We were watching Game of Thrones. He's like, and this you don't need to know what happens here, but something's going on. And skips ahead, but I knew what was going on. It was midgets having sex with hookers.
Yeah,
I'm not even joking. That's really what it was.
You know,
called gnomes, norks. orcs.
that gets my brain going a little bit. Turned it back on for a sec or two.
That's
We
dangerous.
should also have boob breaks, like some kind of like tribute to boobs. Can we have like boobs of the week or something? Like,
Not if we have Aaron on.
I mean,
'cause
we
he
won't
won't wanna
ever
talk
have him
about
on here. He'll never ever.
I
be
guess
able
if we plan ahead and I can write down and remember what the boobs of the week is, because right now I can't think of what they would be.
I'd love to have Aaron on. Love to.
If you just see a
But it
nice
ruined
pair of
everything.
boobs, you hear of a nice pair of boobs, a strange, unusual pair of boobs.
If you have a pair of boobs, send
Buy
them
a
to us.
nice notebook specifically for writing down the boobs of the week contestants. A nice notebook.
We would like dimensions in these.
And just write down any ideas. I mean, maybe we won't
We
act
gotta
on them.
organize this, right?
Yeah.
We can't just willy nilly.
We need a budget. Maybe we can all go down to the gay bar that Mike frequents.
Yep.
Put a $100 tab.
Yeah.
Invite all the super effective fans.
I do have a $2,000 fun going for this podcast, actually.
Take 15 of that, go down to Best Buy. Don't shop online. It's too hard. Buy a camera, and we'll use that.
Perfect.
I
Done
agree.
and done. I'm broke.
Sounds like a plan.
Except for your fund for the podcast.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
You're loaded in that respect.
I have a penis, yes.
Locked and loaded.
Well, everybody, it was so nice to join you all this evening. We had a few laughs. We got pretty wasted, or at least I did. And yeah, I mean, it's like an every week thing. And you know what? Can we agree on something right now? This.
I'll agree to it
wasn't
before I even
planned.
agree to it. Before I even hear it.
Can we have a specific time of the day and day of the week that we release the next podcast? Make it regular.
I like to film or record 6 or 7 of them
A good half
before I
dozen.
release them.
Maybe-
Yeah, I like to wait
Maybe at
4 or 5 weeks.
Fridays at 4:20 p.m. or something.
I think the title of this one should be called 420 Blaze of Faggots, and we should release
That's
it
too
on.
mainstream.
We'll spell it Blaze It Faggots with a Z, so it's not.
Yeah. We can't infringe copyrights.
Yeah,
It's true.
Faggot is so copywritten.
I'm sure it is.